my trade on the S&P. Secured 152 pips today. It's quite a short trade. But yeah, I've got a lot going on my screen here, so let me just get rid of this. So what we have here, yesterday, this is today's candle. Yesterday we swept this here, this sell side. I might actually clear all the, actually no. I'll just show you where we're at after. Yeah, so we swept this sell side here on my higher time frame fib. You can see I've got a lot going on here, a lot of chat. But so my fib range is here to here. We swept this, and you can see it's kind of in the higher time frame on the daily. Optimal trade entry just below it. So this is my optimal trade entry. So what I wanted to see today was just a slight retracement after we'd taken this. Pretty much. Let's move into the 1 hour. Yeah, so my trade was during the New York Open session, and you can see here yesterday further sweep down from here, and then we retraced just under this. So before the session, well, this is PM session, right? So you can see here daily candle starting up. Just think of a power of 3. What would we have? Got the accumulation going like this. We go up above opening price. So this is the opening price. And then we've come down here. So this is the session I've been trading. I'll just put the stuff on there. So you can see here we've come down. Price has been accumulating, and I basically went in off this retracement into this fair value gap. Right, just zoom in a bit more. It's so laggy on my laptop for some reason. Yeah, you can see prices, all of this. We've created some liquidity around here that I wanted to target ideally, just because we had quite this, this sort of bullish structure here just for a short-term time frame on a 5 minute. I wanted to see at least us take this on the 15 minute. It's all fucking hell. That's a bit woy. But yeah, on the 15 minute time frame, you can see I was initially aiming for this high here, which we did hit eventually, but I would have been stopped out beforehand if I hadn't taken profit early and just gone for the shortest liquidity. So mainly the idea behind this was the higher time frame. We're in like an optimal trade entry to go up. As you can see, that has played out. We've come down again to sweep this across here, taking that out. And then if you were to look at like another entry, you'd probably go in off this fair value gap just in here, and then go long again, targeting this, and then up here. This is my Fibonacci setup. At the moment, you can see what I've done here is going to the 1 minute. You can see it a bit better, to be honest. Right, let's sort this out. Let's drag this over here. Right, so pretty much, was it the 3 minute I did it on? It might have been the 3 minute. Where are we at? There we go. Yeah, so I've gone from the bottom of this candle here to where's it gone? The top of this candle here, and this is the range that's taking place before the market open, or just after the market open at 9:30. So the market opens on this candle. Just get a move on here. But yeah, basically my bias was short-term bullish. I know the long-term, with all the stuff going on with Trump moving the markets and everything, it's a bit volatile. Like you see here, there's quite a bit of chop. We had some news at 4 p.m. New York time, which is what I think like 4 p.m. UK time, which is like here. You can see it's big candle down. Yeah, so basically my initial stop was down here just below this liquidity, just so we had some room. and then I wanted to see price at least take this, at which point I would move my stop up. What I did, I was going to move to break even, but because of on the 3 minute here, where are we at now? Jesus, let's sort this out. The 3 minute. It might have been a 1 minute actually. I think I've just got too much stuff going on. Yeah, so because of this imbalance that we created here, that's a bit annoying. This, I was thinking maybe price would come down, which you can see it literally did. Tapped back into this range and then pushed up before continuing down to take that. So yeah, got in. Where did we get in? So the entry was what, here on this fair value gap. I was a bit nervous here, but obviously at the time my stop was a bit lower, and then instead of moving it to break even at this blue line, I just decided, you know what, because of this imbalance, I'm just going to move it just underneath these lows here. What was it? I think it was something more like, it's 3.3. Yeah, so it's something like this, just to reduce my risk. So I had like 15 quid stop at this point, and then I got out pretty much as soon as I seen this reaction off this high. So we made like 47 quid today, which it's not massive, but you know, for the size of the account, it's a good risk to reward. 3.3 to 1 risk to reward. Yeah, had a few mishaps in the past couple of weeks, so I did actually just want to, you know, secure some profits here. I know the market's bearish even at the moment, so I had a feeling that it was going to push down to take these, so I'm happy that I got out where I did. Yeah, you can see with this Fibonacci, this is the initial range that I was looking at, or here to here. And then I've got the standard deviations up here, so it's like 1 standard deviation, 1.5, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. So ideally, you don't get, well, price does come up to this range on higher time frames. So that would be full TP really. But for short-term scalps, like I was in this trade for like just under 9 minutes to make 47 pounds, which is, it's okay, you know. Yeah, it's one of those, like, not the best trade, but it's nice to bag the first one of the month, especially after putting in some more funds into my account to just sort of start growing it, so I can risk the same amount of cash but for lower percentage overall risk of the account. So yeah, after that I was done for the day. You can see loads of orders getting filled in here. It's a bit choppy on the 15 minute, but you can see here 3 standard deviations now been hit going into the PM session. So what, 2 o'clock here is 7 PM UK. I do anticipate that we probably will take these highs before then coming back down. Actually, I'm not even sure. I think on the bloody hell, my chart's a mess at the moment. I'll just keep everything on it. I wouldn't be surprised you see this imbalance filled in. But you can see all of this resting liquidity around here. Like, come on, price is going to go there. Bang on 4 standard deviations. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do my first video journal on this because of the fact that, you know, to be honest, I've been slacking on my journaling. I can't do it properly at work at the moment. So basically, whenever I take screenshots of the chart and then I send them to myself, I try and screenshot them on my phone and journal them like I normally would. It's just a blank screenshot instead of the chart, so I can't actually see the pictures properly, which is not ideal because, yeah, for obvious reasons. You want to be journaling your trades, keeping some data on what you're looking at. You can see here, it's only a small move, but we still caught a nice risk to reward. yeah, maybe I'm going to look at a trade tomorrow. It depends what the market's obviously doing. Like you can see here, that there's still a lot of potential. This is equilibrium. Ideally, we are going to fill in this imbalance up here in the longer term. But whether or not we continue further down here, you know, it's a bit uncertain. Like if I wanted to look at that bottom of this range, if I wanted to look at this, go from the bottom of this candle, drag that up here. Don't want to do the wick. Just do the bodies of the candles on the daily chart, and then I will flip this. Yeah, you can see that falls right into the daily optimal trade entry. So we will ideally be looking for longs around this level here to then possibly come up to take this. That's quite a few days away, so at the moment I'm not worried about that. I'm happy with my trade at the moment. I'm happy to end the week on one trade done. It's a good start to the month. So yeah, just a quick video journal. I've not done one of these before on my actual trades, so yeah, there might be a bit of waffle, but you know, it's one of those. You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, so what are we? Wednesday, 5th of March, 2025. Yeah, 152 pips. Happy with that. Good stuff. How do I now stop this? Let's have a look. See then.